Hey there, YouTube family. Stocks with Josh here. The markets have been exciting, not necessarily in a good way. We've seen a lot of volatility, and as I said in my last video on Wednesday, the markets are just putting us through whiplash. It's like stop and go in a car with somebody who's aggressively driving. That's how it feels to me. I warned you guys on Wednesday that we had to get a confirmation of that beautiful bullish day that we had, that we needed to see a close up at 37.50. We never got there. I also warned on that same video that if we ended up closing below at 36.92, that we were getting faked out by these markets and likely to go lower. That's exactly what happened today. So what's going on with the Norwegian Cruise Line trade is that Carnival Cruises came out. They missed their earnings expectation. They missed their revenue, not by a little bit, by a lot. And it has just cast a negative shadow on all the other cruise lines, including Norwegian Cruise Lines. And if that wasn't enough, we have Hurricane Ivan and Hurricane Fiona just absolutely creating devastation, which is going to have a very bearish impact on the cruise industry. But I think the market has overreacted. I do believe this is going to be a setback, but I believe that the story is still bullish. And so even though I lost some money on my option trade as it cashed me out, I had a market if touched sell order on the Moomoo app. I've talked with you guys before. This is where I know a lot of you guys are interested in trading options. I get a lot of questions on options, but there are so many dynamics to understanding the way to make money with options as well as to protect yourself. If you guys don't have all the different sell order types, and if you don't understand the liquidity behind options, you can really get wrecked. I lost some money on the Norwegian Cruise Line options today, but I also protected and saved some of my money, and I was able to get out of those positions even though the options fell much further down. And then just 20 minutes ago, I actually put the money that I had gotten out on, I put that back into it. So I'm hoping to get a little recovery pop to make back some of my money. Option plays move very, very quickly, and you have to know how to roll in or out of the trade to be successful. So just learning how to trade the option would be step one, but then learning how to utilize all the tools and to move quickly and know when and how to move, that's another phase. I warned about Apple on Wednesday's video. It was a very short segment to the video, but interesting. A lot of people trade Apple, so I had a number of people correct me or tell me that my perspective on it wasn't correct. Well, my premonition about the bearishness of Apple absolutely proved to be correct. And I think it's a very good point I want to elaborate with you guys on today. When you see a high-performing stock do badly on a bullish day, oftentimes that's the smart money that's a little bit ahead of retail, right? And they're taking profits. It was actually a significant signal to all of us that the markets could fall the following day. That's why I put on that thumbnail, market update, watch out, because that's exactly what the Apple stock was doing for us. It was sort of giving us an early indicator that the smart money was taking profit on a great asset because the following day was likely to be bearish. And so that's why we look at those types of outliers and ask ourselves, what does it tell us? That proved to be a very accurate signal for the next 2 days. What have I been buying this afternoon? All right, I bought back into TCRT just moments ago. I believe I got in around $1.74. I had a stop loss that had kicked me out above $2, and I have been kicked out of my position twice for a profit. And now I'm back in, and it's a little bit more risky where I'm back in because the markets, I can't say I know which direction they're going. I think there's a strong possibility that we could go down from here. We could also get a bounce. It's a little bit difficult for me to read today, but I did buy back into TCRT. I have a very defined stop loss of $1.68. And if it went down from here and cashed me out, this would be the first time that I would potentially set myself up for a loss on TCRT. But this stock has been such a high performer, and I have made so much money on it that if I were to lose a little bit on this last time that I'm trading it, then that would be okay. I would still be significantly up on this play. I also bought Alibaba. Baba is performed really well today. It's extremely important that I make this point clear to you guys. Look at Baba. Baba's been up when everything else has been roughly down. Again, it's being an outlier performer for us. And so BABA was up for me. It's pulled back a little bit, but I bought some more. So I am increasing my position in BABA. That's been a performer for me. I also increased my position in Disney. I think today was a great day to buy Disney. I think that could it go back down to its June lows? Sure it could. But we could also get a pop here. And in my opinion, we have stocks that are on sale. I want to point out from January's lows, the SPX today is sitting 26% down from those lows. And I have made this point this week. And sometimes if you stop and you watch all my videos, I make a single point that I think is the most important point that I want you guys to hear, which is that the risk to the downside seems less significant to me than the opportunity to the upside. Even if we were to go back to COVID lows or June lows, the difference is between 7 and 10% to the downside. But today we are 26% down from the upside. So we have a much higher potential ahead of us. I know that there's a lot of fear mongers and fudders out there trying to get people psyched out, telling everybody that the floor is going to fall out and all that jazz. But, you know, the big picture to me that I've communicated on each and every one of my videos is that we are 7 to 10% from the downside, potentially 25% to the upside. So the risk to reward, in my point of view, favors buying. I had one of you guys in the comments section say to me that they were looking for more posts on Moomoo. And I just want to explain to you guys, I do post there and try to post there once a day, but don't go there expecting the posts. What I'm really giving all of you guys on the Moomoo app, under my name, Stocks with Josh, I have a page there. You have the ability just to communicate with me. That's where I'm answering questions. So it's a little bit more of a one-on-one. I try to connect with a good 20 people a day and I answer questions directly as best I can. So no, it's not necessarily a place where every hour on the hour I'm telling you the hottest trade. No, it's just a place where you can find me. There's no spam. We don't have the type of spammers and junk mail and the scammers like we do on the YouTube comment section, but we have the chance to actually enter into a text that can go back and forth and get a dialogue going. If you guys don't have the Moomoo app and you're not set up correctly and don't have those order types that I was mentioning, the market if touched, these types of orders will protect you when the market or a trade just goes crazy away from you, their protection. And a lot of these different retail trading apps don't have the full variety that Moomoo offers. That's why when I researched these companies to think about which company I would offer to my followers, I chose Moomoo because I was impressed with two things: the different type of order types that they had, 16 altogether, 8 different order types, 8 that will allow you to buy or sell. So it gives you a total of 16 different ways that you can buy or sell a stock or protect yourself in a position. You need that protection right now because of the way these markets are just whiplashing us back and forth. It's nuts. If you don't have a Moomoo account, then you can open up an account right now. They're offering 15 shares worth up to $30,000 total. But if you just put in $100, you can get 6 shares and a chance each and every time at a $2,000 share. Come over there, join me, we can talk more there. There is a link in the description of the video for Moomoo. Now the markets are absolutely positioned for a possible bounce. They have been positioned for a bounce, as well as the fact that we could get that much harder sell-off. But we are getting to a lot of places where stocks are resetting, where they're oversold, and we could get a pop from here. Even if the trend is still to the downside, we are definitely lingering in the oversold area, and the markets could pop at any given moment. That's all I got for you guys. You know I love you. Peace and blessings, my friends. I wish you all prosperity. I'll talk to you soon tomorrow. Take care.